hundreds of thousands of soldiers in these various wars. In 2 wars, Venezuela, where we lost nobody, and here, we lost 13 people. Now, 13 people is 13 too much, but we lost 13 people. In other wars, you lost hundreds of thousands of people. So people don't like it when you say, oh, do you know you've lost 13? We've lost in 2 major wars. We took over Venezuela. We essentially took over Iran. And we've lost so far 13 people.
He just doesn't give a damn. He just doesn't give a damn. Well, we lost more people in different wars. So 13, not a big deal, right? And again, we have example after example after example of Donald Trump speaking this way, cavalierly speaking about the lives that he has lost, that he has cost as a result. He did not inherit this war. This was not a defensive war. Iran didn't attack us first, and therefore we were militarily, morally, and politically obligated to return proverbial fire. That would have been different. We chose to start this war. Trump chose to start this war, and it got 13 service members killed, at least confirmed. Dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of others have been wounded in this war, but 13 confirmed casualties. And he just doesn't give a damn. He never has. And this is really important because Jake Tapper of CNN made this observation back in 2024. 4 times as many U.S. troops died in combat under Donald Trump's presidency in his first term than the Biden-Harris administration, according to an analysis of DoD data by App Monthly. Right, and this is important because, unfortunately, many soldiers out there, I mean, the military and law enforcement are 2 fields which tend to be viewed as more conservative than liberal, and I believe the sociological data backs that up. Right, if you're a law enforcement officer, you're more likely to be politically conservative than not. If you're a U.S. service member, you're more likely to be politically conservative than not. Although the military aspires to be a fastidiously apolitical organization. Trump is trying to change that, by the way, right? Which is incredibly authoritarian and incredibly dangerous and totally unacceptable. And yet something else that the next president, hopefully a Democrat, is going to have to deal with, right? Depoliticizing the military, telling the people in uniform, hey, listen, I don't care if you like me or not. I'm the president. I'm your commander in chief. You need to do what you're told. If I'm a Democrat, you just need to shut up and listen as long as the orders are lawful. Likewise for a Republican. What we cannot do is start infecting the ranks of the U.S. military with naked partisan politics, which is what Trump is trying to do because he wants U.S. men and women in the U.S. armed forces to be loyal to him personally as opposed to the Constitution. We need to undo what he is doing, that infection that he is trying to set in. It's okay if you have your partisan political